Let's solve sign of the product of an array. So we have a function. It's called arraySign. It has a parameter, which is a vector of integers by reference. It's called nums. And we have to find the products of all the values in the array and determine the sign of the results. So if the result is positive, that is the products of all the values, if it's positive, then we have to return 1. Otherwise, if it's negative, we have to return -1. In any other case, it's 0, so we have to return 0. First, I have a result variable. You can use a long type if you intend to get the actual products of all the values. But then again, it's a bit risky because if you look at the constraints here, the values range from -100 all the way to +100. And we have anywhere between 1 and 1000 values. So it's likely that you're going to run into an integer overflow, meaning that the value is going to be too large to be stored in any kind of integer. In this case, it's simply better if I change this to a short integer to store a 1, and then I change my approach. So I'm not actually going to find the products of all the values, but instead, I'm going to concentrate on the sign of the results. And to do this, I can actually substitute the values. In this for loop here, you can see what I'm doing. To avoid integer overflow, I'm substituting all the values with a 1, a 0, or a -1. So if the value in my array at index I is a positive value, I'm just going to multiply my result by 1. If it's a negative value, I'm going to multiply my result by -1. In any other case, I multiply by 0. Now I can focus on the sign of the result by having this conditional statement here. If the value is greater than 0, then I return 1. Otherwise, if it's negative, I return -1. In any other case, we return a 0. So this matches the conditions that they have here, and it also prevents this solution from running into any form of issues, such as an integer overflow. So let me run this. We've passed the 3 sample test cases. You can see what they look like. Here we have very small values. Same thing for here and here as well. I'm sure that if you check the other values in here, you can check with very large numbers. And this code should still be fine. So let me submit this now so that we can check what happens. And we've passed everything without any issue. So that's it for this LeetCode coding challenge. It's called Sign of the Products of an Array. If you like my C++ solutions, please subscribe and I'll see you next time.